Hello and welcome. With Gardner Intelligence, I'm Michael Gukas, Chief Economist and Director of Analytics. In this video, we're going to explore the results of the May 2021 Gardner Business Index. If you're one of the U.S. manufacturers who gave us the privilege of your time by completing the May survey, please know that you have my personal thanks. Without your support, this index wouldn't be possible. The GBI indicated a second month of slowing expansion within the manufacturing industry, declining to 61.3. The index has declined only slightly from its March 2021 high of 63.3. Typically, small monthly changes imply that the industry is experiencing generally consistent changes in business conditions. However, as with all things since the pandemic, very little is typical anymore. The most significant driver of the index's upward trend continued to be supplier deliveries. During a more typical economic cycle, this index component serves as an indirect way of measuring upstream manufacturing activity. In theory, the longer it takes suppliers to fulfill new orders, the busier they are assumed to be. It is for this reason that supplier delivery readings increase with lengthening order to fulfillment times, as reported by you, their downstream customers. In the present economic cycle, however, this measure is capturing mixed effects. On the one hand, the measure remains a proxy for supply chain activity, while the second effect it is capturing at present is the level of disruption being experienced by supply chains while the world continues to feel the effects of COVID. May's new orders and production data further reinforced the lengthening imbalance between supply and demand. Over the last 9 months, production readings have been underwhelming while new orders have set all-time highs. For the first time in many months, the GBI reported slowing expansion in new orders. While this could have represented an opportunity for production activity to catch up and reduce backlogs, instead, what the data reported was that production activity expanded even more slowly than new orders. The net effect was a slight uptick in backlog activity, allowing for a fifth consecutive month of expanding backlog levels and a new all-time high reading. The new record indicates that a greater proportion of surveyed manufacturers experienced increasing backlogs than at any time since at least late 2011. May's data also reported the unrelenting continuation of rising material price levels. Shortages of materials and products upstream are not only slowing down production, but also raising the cost of manufacturing. The latest material prices reading, which was reported in excess of 90, indicates that nearly all manufacturers are experiencing rising production material costs. Despite the many production and cost challenges facing the industry, a growing proportion of manufacturers have reported that they are successfully passing along price increases to their customers. As observed in past economic cycles, the ability of manufacturers to raise prices is often preceded by elevated new orders and backlog activity. Assuming this trend will hold in the current business cycle, we can expect manufacturers to have greater pricing power now than at any time since at least 2011. Based on our data, we recommend the following actionable insights. First, supply chain management needs to remain a critical component of your cost control and profitability efforts. Material and production costs through May showed no indication of easing. It is not clear yet when the present acceleration in manufacturing costs will begin to slow and eventually normalize. Secondly, what we do know is that during the economic cycle of 2017 through 2019, manufacturers saw both material prices and their own customer price negotiating power peak 4 to 5 months after new orders and backlogs activity peaked. Material prices and manufacturing negotiating power then slowly normalized during the following 9 months. This means that managing customer expectations both in the near and midterm will be an important part of your company's profit and customer strategy. Thank you for the privilege of your time. If you have questions about what you have seen here or want to learn more about how our business index data can help your firm be better prepared for the future, we would like to hear from you. Visit our website at gardnerintelligence.com and click on the contact button in the ribbon. To those of you who take the time to complete the GBI survey, we offer you our sincere thanks. Only through your participation are we able to assess the current and future state of the industry. We hope that you will continue to support this work by filling out those surveys. Thank you.